I remember as a kid, I used to have to read in the class, out loud for like a text, and then we would do some assignment afterwards. But I would be reading it, right? I would absolutely understand every single letter. I would say all the words perfectly, really boom my voice out, but I wasn't actually understanding the actual words on the text. Like I would read it out loud, and then afterwards I'd be like, wait, what did I just read? Like my mind would just not be in my own body. Like I would not be able to genuinely even comprehend what I was reading in school. And I would get the hang of it later and I would have to like reread it on my own time, but I just couldn't even comprehend. I was reading like an NPC. I was reading like I was just like brainlessly, literally mindlessly just reading all the words perfectly, and then like nothing happened, nothing else would happen afterwards. And now I'm at the point where if I'm reading something, maybe once or twice some random thought pops up that messes with me. But I went to the point of not understanding what I was reading, period, to the point where I can genuinely just sit down and read books and anything. And I only got here because I improved my attention span. Whenever you're always distracted, it's because your attention span is bad. Think about it. Being distracted is the opposite of focus, and focus requires attention, right? So if you're distracted, that means you're not focused, and that means your attention span is poor. So to actually just have your mind stop wandering to a random thought or whatever, like literally anything, needs to improve your attention span. Like you need to improve your attention span if you want to literally get a good brain to actually be able to focus and think about things. And the way I did that was actually twofold. I deleted social medias and also I started meditating. The first one was deleting social media. So I actually never installed stuff like TikTok or Instagram, but I still had a bunch of like games, like random games on my phone and on my iPad, stuff like that. Like it would literally just be distracting by the fact that it was even on my phone. And imagine like also use TikTok. Like if you use TikTok, bro, this might seem difficult and hard, but just delete it. You don't need it. It's literally frying your brain. Think about it. Whenever you use TikTok, you are giving yourself a new thought every half a second. You're stimulating ADHD. You're not giving yourself ADHD, mind you. You're just stimulating the same conditions as someone who would have ADHD, and then obviously attention spans are going down, and you can't focus on anything yet. Your mind is wandering. Your mind like I remember whenever I was trying to sleep like years ago, I would literally have random memes playing in my head. I'm not joking. I would be trying to sleep, and because I literally watched like meme compilations the whole day before, I would just have memes playing in my head, like literally keeping me awake. And that's what stimulating yourself does. And so, delete your TikTok, delete your Instagram, don't use YouTube Shorts. Just basic stuff, but it works. And if you don't believe me, just try it. Like set a challenge for yourself, a week without social medias. And I hate to say challenge because that implies that there's an end to it. Ideally you would never reinstall TikTok and Instagram, but just try it. A week off and see what happens to what you do and your focus and your levels of attention. But anyway, back to the point. So, social medias, right? I had games on my phone and I would always be playing them. I would literally have notifications popping up on my screen by the games. And so, whenever I deleted the social medias that I had, I stopped using YouTube Shorts. I stopped, like checking Snapchat every hour or whatever. I immediately noticed an increase in how well I could focus. And I also deleted the games. I just got rid of the notifications on my phone as well. Like literally, I just got it so that my phone doesn't distract me. Because your phone is the most distracting thing you have in your life, period. Like that is the number one thing that literally ruins your focus. And the number two thing that I was talking about is meditation. So meditation is when you literally sit down, You like set a timer on your phone and you just focus on your breath for however long the timer goes. It sounds dumb and it's not wishy washy like You're literally just sitting there, almost like you're just relaxing, like you're just like chilling there. But instead of not thinking and maybe like going through thoughts, you're deliberately trying to keep your mind on your breath. But the point is that whenever a random thought does eventually pop into your head, you go back to your breath. And then that literally makes it so that your brain is more accustomed to staying focused on one thing for long periods of time. It's the opposite of social media, where instead of giving your brain a new thought every half a second, you're making your brain stay on one thought for minutes on end. Once I started doing those things, like I deleted all those apps, social media, I deleted all of them, and I also started meditating. I could genuinely tell that I could literally read and I could understand what was being said. Like, I just want you to try it. Like, it seems so difficult. Like, meditation, honestly, just set a minute timer, not even minute, like 10 seconds on your phone, and literally just focus on your breath. Once you get started on that, like, you'll literally see a difference, even just those 10 seconds out of your day. Like, once you start doing it, you won't go back, bro. Like, you don't need to be stimulated. Like, you can literally just sit on one thing and you can just do it. I want that for you. And that's the only way that you can actually get that, is to just improve your attention span. If you're interested in more help, I offer coaching in the description, one on one.